it's really important that family and friends understand that when someone's diagnosed with cancer, and the people that contact me are usually stage 3 and stage 4 when they want to raise money, they don't want to be a burden. They don't want to ask for help. They're embarrassed and they are terrified. They want to fight for their life and they don't have the financial means. Fundraising is a great way to get the money and get to treatment quickly, and especially crowdfunding. It's really sad when I hear stories where someone says, oh, you know, my mom or my dad, and this is by no means picking on anybody. I don't know the financial status of anyone, and this is general information, and I'm not targeting, but I will sometimes hear someone's got the money, but they don't want to pay for it. They want to see if I can raise the money on my own first. I don't want to pick it apart. I just want to say it is what it is, and it puts that individual in a really tough spot because their value and self-esteem kind of goes down. And they've got to rely on friends, and they're embarrassed because some of them are being judged. Why doesn't your family help you out? And that's a really big obstacle because they don't want to talk about it. It embarrasses them. Oftentimes, another scenario, because I speak with women most of the time and it's breast cancer, the husband, the spouse, is embarrassed because he takes care of his wife. He's supposed to, and it's heart-wrenching to be able to imagine, if you will, asking his buddies for money for his wife. They are the ones that provide. And I hit that a lot where the wife thinks he doesn't care. But I want them to know the psychological part of that is they're embarrassed and they don't know how to ask. So women are really good at this. We do Tupperware parties, jewelry, you name it. So women can band together and really have a successful fundraiser. And that's what my girlfriends did for me. My family was involved, and I appreciate everyone there, but my friends in Washington really understood how to go to the community and make heroes out of them. So I'm going to start with building a team. You need to build a team, and you need to be specific about what you need. So you've got to say it. I want to go to this hospital in Mexico or Germany, and don't worry about if they think you're crazy. Just let them know the truth about what you want so that you can write down what your goal is financially while you're there, getting there, and even some aftercare. You might have to find out how much does aftercare cost. And then on the flip side, those of you that have decided to be part of that team, support this individual in every way that you can. It's going to be tempting to say what you think they should do, but making the decision on how to save your life is a pretty big decision. It was the most important decision I've ever had to make in my life, because if I choose the wrong thing, you know, I'm going to blame myself. So just keep that in mind while everybody's getting together and getting excited about the fundraising. Okay, so crowdfunding. This is very popular. Everybody has seen Give Forward, You Caring, GoFundMe. There are fees. You know, that's a great way to raise money. But I also want to mention, and get this in the beginning of the video, that some individuals are on Medicare, Medicaid, and they have a financial bracket that they have to stay within. So if you're trying to raise $40,000, $30,000, $50,000, everybody be aware that this could be a little hiccup in how much money they get within 3 to 6 months. It could change their regular medical benefits. So just kind of look into that and keep that in mind. It's valuable information to share with your loved ones. So someone else might need to hold the money, and I'm not a financial advisor, but I want you to know that that has affected some people that are on state or government disability. So keep that in mind. I got to the part about not wanting to be a burden. Okay, so our business is now fundraising. So you want to bring it to your community. You don't have to be embarrassed. And a lot of people don't want to ask for anything. They don't even know how to ask. but think of it as making everyone in your community a hero, a business with a heart. So whoever signs up to do the actual walking the street and going into the restaurants, the mom and pop places, the hair salons, think of it as giving them an opportunity for you to promote their business, because you will have one big fundraiser. You're going to find a venue and you're going to ask them to donate a night or a day, and this is where you're going to have your fundraiser. This is what my girlfriends did for me at Jazz Bones in Tacoma. It was a 2-level place, and there was musicians playing all night long, and the cover charge went to my fundraiser, and they made jewelry to sell. So you can make these little braided bracelets. Chokers are very popular right now. Simple fabric. And, you know, for every $25 donation, you can give them a bracelet. You have to be very creative and think outside the box and have fun with it. And you have to have regular meetings. You can't just shoot from the hip or say, well, so-and-so said they'll help me, so I'm just waiting for them to call me. Really have to make it a project. It's a business for you. It's a love mission, and you want to succeed and mark your goal. So one barrier we're going to go over barriers. One barrier that's huge is privacy. I don't want anyone to know I have cancer. You need social media for the most part. You need your community, you need your friends, because crowdfunding is about getting a lot of people together to donate a small amount. So it's not a financial burden on anyone. And when they understand what your goal is, and you just want to get $25 from everybody, I promise you, it's how you deliver it, it will be effective. I would like for everybody who is trying to fundraise to please read about algorithm on Facebook. It's sad that people think that others don't want to donate. Many times they don't even see your post on Facebook. When you post that you are raising money for someone, I think it's about 8% that actually see the post. It is better to be more personal and have someone on your team do the posts in a message and send it out individually with their name. It is a little bit more time, but it's worth it because you know they got the message. And you can figure out a very compassionate, humble way to write what you need and be specific about what you need. Yes, ask for prayers, but be specific, especially on your GoFundMe page. If you kind of look at some of them, they're very long in their content, and there's nothing wrong with sharing the story. Maybe you could do that in a video separately on a website. So if you go to Angels for Shannon, you'll see a demonstration, Angels for Raquel, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Much like this, I'm talking. So if I was sick and I was asking for someone to please help me, it would just be a short video on the website. And on that same website is where you would have the crowdfunding account, the donate here with a heart, GoFundMe. But you kind of want to share a little bit about that person within the parameters that are comfortable for the individual who's sick. So there's a little bit of a story of who this person is. Why is it so valuable? Help them engage with that person. So I remember my friends and I, when we did Angels for Shannon, I had even my favorite music. They knew that I liked lanterns, lighthouses, and angels. It was just little random things that help you connect more with the person, and it tells a little bit about their life and what they did. And don't think you're not special enough. Everybody's special. Just have someone that knows how to pick that out and write it and create a website. The website isn't better than a crowdfunding page like GoFundMe or Give Forward. It's something additional that you can share. You can pass out business cards with the website on it and have a little, I wish I had my cards with me. I actually just threw them away after all these years yesterday. So, but you can pass out cards at hair salons where there's lots of women, and just really figure out what your target is in your group, where you want to let people know about the fundraiser and talk to them and let them know about this person that you care about, that you want to help get treatment as soon as possible. Another thing is, if you know someone that has the money, perhaps you could borrow the money first and show them your amazing fundraising plan that you're doing and get a note that says you'll pay them back. It's an idea, it's something to think about. That way you can get to treatment quicker. Here's my list. I'm going to go to a photo slideshow. Do a fun photo slideshow and add some music. The website you can go to make one, a 30-second one, is Animoto. I know there's other ones out there, but throw that on there too. And make sure the donate link is right on the front, and there's like a big heart or something cool where they can just click on it, donate, and the link takes them to the crowdfunding account. Then you have to have a thank you page. So I remember what mine said. It was really cute. It was animated. It had a feather quill pen, and it said thank you. And underneath it, the businesses that donated, I made sure to put their link, the name of the restaurant, and it said thank you, angels. And I actually wrote my own letter of gratitude to everyone that I would never meet, and let them know how touched I was by their donation. So the individual who is trying to fight to get this treatment and fight for their life, have them write a really good heartfelt letter and put that on there on a thank you page. It just provides so much more opportunity for you to allow people to engage with this person, and it shows that, you know, maybe you could show some of the things they've already done, and it shows that they're really in this and they're really serious. There are a lot of crowdfunding accounts. Some really great ideas I'd like to share with you is when you have the fundraiser, you got to be creative and you want to have fun. So one of my favorite ones is, and it really gets everybody going, is you have a going to jail for the cause. So before you even have your fundraiser, you post online that you can fake a cop or a volunteer officer. You have a fake jail set up on the day of the fundraiser. Someone can plot that and plan that out. But you are allowed to pick and choose people that you know are going to the fundraiser and have them arrested. You can even make the wanted signs and put them throughout the whole venue of where you're going to be at and have a fake jail. So you can pay, say, $25 to have someone thrown in jail. It's a lot of fun. It's makes people laugh. And if they want to get out early, they can pay the chosen amount to get out early. And if they want to find out who had them arrested, they can pay to get that inside information. Okay, so run with that. It's on my website, angelsforshannon.com. You can read about it and learn. Another is hair salons. Donating, first of all, baskets. And for the raffle, some places are not allowed to have raffles, so they just call it something else. I don't know what, but look up for your state, your community, wherever you live out of the country, and find out what it's called. But sometimes it's just a drawing, not a raffle. And get people to donate prizes. You don't want to buy the prizes, you want people to donate. So hair salon, maybe a juice bar, that, you know, 2 free large juices, restaurants for dinner for 2. You want to let them know that you're going to be doing shout outs at the event and letting them know that, you know, you are a business with a heart. And you can get the media involved. You can put it in the newspaper. You can even put it wherever you want. You really have to say no limits. You can put it in church. You can put it on bulletin boards, and really talk it up and have a theme, like a Western theme with a, you know, Western sheriff and throwing people in jail. I want to talk about when things go wrong. Okay, so I have seen this many times. Facebook is social media, and a lot of people vent on there. So I want to talk about the community. So your community sees you. And you've got to make sure that your Facebook page, all who are involved, and especially the survivor, you want to make sure that if you went on a big vacation to Europe and someone paid for it, you don't want to really be showing off those pictures. And I know I'm going to get some comments on there and say, what's wrong with that? Well, you want to win. So you don't gamble on this. You want to be humble. You want to post positive things, inspirational things for other people. You don't need to be showy. You don't want to be seen getting drunk with other folks. You want to be likable for everyone, 18-year-old to an 80-year-old, whoever is on Facebook. So you don't want to risk. You want to make sure that it is appealing for everybody and they're gonna want to donate. You are likable, and I'm not saying be phony. I'm just saying bring the best of you out and all of that other stuff, because when we're sick, we kind of have, some of us have an edge to us, and we want to share and we want to have opinions about those of us who are into holistic medicine. We want to shout it to the world. We have to be diplomatic. We have to be careful with our words. We don't ever want, when we get upset and say something passive aggressive, what I mean is something subtle, like you know who your friends are in your darkest hour. That's when you know who your real friends are. You don't need to write that. And I'm really strong about that. There's no need to, it's not necessary, and it puts bad mojo out there for you. So keep it positive, keep it loving, and stay focused on your target and know that you can do this. I want to go through here real quick. Build a website. Go to Angels for Shannon and read through that. Go through it with a fine-tooth comb. And there's murder mystery dinners that are fun. You can you can do costumes and stuff. That would be my favorite. If I had to do it all over again and I wasn't sick, that's the one I would get. This is a big one I want to close with. The team has to be positive. So if I'm sick and everyone's raising money for me, and you haven't raised any money for a week, don't bring the problem to the one who's sick. You've got to keep them motivated, inspired, because they're panicking. Oh my gosh, am I going to get the money? Do people care about me? Do people love me enough to donate? They're going to panic. They may not say it, but they're thinking inside, what's my worth? Is someone going to donate money for me? And for some reason, it's a big deal. And I would not engage in anything negative. If someone writes something negative, you can block, you can delete. I don't tolerate anything. I've blocked a lot of people on this whole cancer journey, and I have no regrets. So I don't want you to have any regrets. This is your fundraiser. This is your mission. Make it successful.